walk into a dusty workshop and see two machines that look like cousins, but act like total strangers. One is the miter saw, the snappy, portable favorite of every contractor on a job site. The other is the radial arm saw, a heavy cast iron beast that probably hasn't moved from its corner in 20 years. Choosing between them isn't just about what you want to cut today, it's about how you want to work for the next decade. Think about the miter saw first. It is the specialist. When you need a perfect 45-degree angle for a picture frame, you reach for that handle. You pull it down. The blade meets the wood with surgical precision. It is built for that exact moment. Modern versions even slide, giving you the reach to handle wider boards without losing that crisp, repeatable accuracy. Most beginners gravitate here because the safety is baked into the design. The blade stays mostly tucked away. You feel in control. It is light enough to toss in the back of a truck and take to a friend's house. But then you look at the radial arm saw. It is a completely different animal. This machine is a multi-tool disguised as a saw. It does not just chop. It can rip, it can cross-cut, and in the right hands, it can even handle complex joinery that a miter saw would never dream of attempting. However, it demands respect. Unlike the miter saw where you push against the fence, a radial arm saw's blade wants to climb. It wants to pull itself toward you. If you are not ready for that aggressive tug, things can get scary fast. It is why many shops phase them out. They require constant tuning. You have to be part mechanic to keep a radial arm saw square. You spend your Saturday morning with a square and a wrench, making sure the arm is perfectly perpendicular to the fence. The miter saw usually stays true right out of the box. Accuracy is its birthright. Portability is another massive divide. A miter saw is your agile scout. The radial arm saw is your stationary fortress. Once you level that heavy table, you leave it alone. It becomes the heart of the shop. If you are doing finished carpentry, the miter saw is your best friend. It excels at crown molding and delicate trim. If you are building massive furniture and need one machine to do the work of three, the radial arm saw might be worth the learning curve. Safety is the final, most critical hurdle. Beginners often find the radial arm saw's exposed blade and pulling action intimidating. It requires a specific technique and a very specific type of blade with a negative hook angle to keep it from jumping. The miter saw feels predictable. It is the steady hand in the shop. Each tool has a soul. One is built for speed and precision on the go. The other is a versatile, powerful relic that rewards patience and skill. Your choice depends on whether you want a tool that serves you or a tool that you have to master. Every cut you make defines your craft. The miter saw offers a quick win every single time. It is the tool of the modern age. The radial arm saw is a throwback to a time when one machine did it all. It takes up a lot of real estate. It makes a lot of noise. But it offers a level of connection to the wood that is hard to find elsewhere. If you have the space and the desire to learn, that old beast can be incredible. If you need to finish a room by sunset, stick with the miter saw. It will never let you down on those tricky compound angles. Both have a place in the shop. You just have to decide which workflow makes sense for your goals.